Hey, Cowboys fans, it's Cowboy Champs. It's about a week away from the Super Bowl 57. You got the Kansas City Chiefs versus the filthy Sheagles. A game I still feel like the Cowboys could have been there if it wasn't for Kellen Moore play calling and Dak Prescott. But you know what I mean. Well, it's been about 2 weeks since the last time I even did a video. We have Kellen Moore being let go by the Cowboys, going to the Chargers. We had 7 assistant coaches leaving or their contract not being renewed by the Joneses. Cowboys currently trying to find a offense coordinator because I think the philosophy is for offensively, they're trying to run a West Coast style type offense. That may improve that Prescott accuracy, but without a good quarterback coach like they had with John Kitna, I don't know if it's the same thing going on or it might be improvement. I'm not sure. And listen to the radio 105.3 The Fan, the flagship for the Cowboys in Dallas Fort area. Jerry and Steven, they want to keep Zeke. They want to keep Tyron Smith. Both of those decisions I do not like. You need to move on with Zeke. You definitely need to move on with Tyron. Tyron back, he ain't gonna never be the same. Unless you reduce his salary and just make him as a backup. Zeke, they're talking about playing him fullback. But as a running back, that's a young man's game. You got some running backs coming out in this draft. Not to say they should go after Bijan Robinson, but there's some more running backs that you can try to go get 2nd, 3rd, 4th round. And basically, you need to shore up your offensive line, especially the guard position. And on the defense, I'm still waiting on the Cowboys to draft a big old defensive tackle that can clog up their middle, either the 1st or 2nd round, and not waiting to the 5th or 6th round to pick up one. The Cowboys, I don't want to say they're in trouble, but it seems like it's another repeat because of they do not have a GM. Yeah, they saying that Will McClay is a GM, but the GM in charge of the head coach, hire and fire the head coach, who to bring in. That title belongs to Jerry Jones. And it's the same old. Steven is not going to spend no money on free agency unless it's their own. And we see from the past, they put too much emphasis on their own players, especially when the players overachieve and they overpay them. Dak Prescott, one example. Jerry Jones don't want to admit that he was wrong by getting rid of Amari Cooper. That's why Dak really kind of suffered and try to force the ball to CeeDee Lamb. And you see they had to pick up T.Y. Hilton, and with this mess, still trying to sign Odell Beckham even now. Yeah, it don't look good. I mean, it don't look good, but like, hey, I'm just a YouTuber expressing my own opinions. But I'm glad they kept Dan Quinn. But Dan Quinn gonna have to you're gonna have to get some players to shore up his defense, especially again. You start with the defensive line. Get the middle straightened out, so you don't have to worry about Parsons not stopping the run or strictly at the end. You can still move him around so he won't get beat up all the time. And you got your cornerbacks. That's coming up a big problem now because Diggs, I don't know if he's trying to hold out or not. And the Cowboys trying to play hardball, which they always do. So that right there might get kind of ugly if they don't nip that in the bud. But let's see what next week gonna have with the toilet bowl. I'm pulling for the Chiefs because I can't deal with another Eagles fly, week 1, 2 Super Bowls. I can't deal with that. But let's see what the Cowboys gonna do.